Hey, I'm Chris from Full Combo Gaming, and today I'm here to show you how to play Card Quest. It's a 2 to 4 player cooperative card game where you and friends form a party and explore a dungeon. Within this dungeon, you will fight monsters, get loot, level up, and then challenge a boss at the end. Alright, before we learn how to play the game, we have to go over the contents of the game. Within the game we have 4 character cards, and then we have 4 skill decks that match the characters. There's an event deck, a loot deck, a monster deck, which we have divided into 3 stages of difficulty, a boss card, boss minions that go with the boss card, a boss encounter card, and 2 dice, 1d6 and 1d4. Alright, now it's time to set up the decks for the game. First thing, shuffle your event deck and set that off to the side. Second, shuffle your loot deck and set that off to the side. Finally, we're going to set up our monster deck. For a 3 to 4 player game, take your boss encounter card and shuffle it in your stage 3 monsters. Then, set that face down. Your next step is to take the stage 2 monsters, shuffle, and put that on top of your stage 3 monsters. Finally, take your stage 1 monsters, shuffle, and put them on top of the stage 2 monsters. Your monster deck is now completed. For a 2-player game, you'll take the stage 3 monsters and set them aside. Take the boss encounter card and shuffle it into the stage 2 monsters this time, and then shuffle the stage 1 monsters and put it on top of the stage 2 monster. Alright, now that we've selected our characters, let's go ahead and set them up with skills and equipment. Characters start at level 1, so be sure to check to see how many skill slots you have. Once you've done that, select a level appropriate skill to go along with your character. Then the final thing you do is select 1 common equipment to start your adventure with. For our tutorial, we're going to equip Leon with the wooden club, and we're going to pick toughness as his skill. Van, we're equipping with light armor and choosing lesser heal as his skill. Now that we are fully set up, let's start the game. Players, be sure to choose an explorer. We have selected Leon as our explorer. The explorer is the person that starts off the turn. Leon's going to take the top card of the event deck and reveal it so the party can look. This is a monster encounter. In a 2-player game, you will be revealing 1 monster. In a 3 to 4 player game, you will be revealing 2 monsters from the monster deck. So let's reveal our monster. We have encountered a blue slime. Alright, let's go over how combat works. Players have 3 different actions they can perform during combat. Making a basic attack, using a skill or spell, or using their character's preparation. Starting with the explorer, we'll select our actions. Leon is our explorer, and we're going to make a basic attack with him. His basic attack is to roll 1d6 and then add any modifiers from weapons or skills that you may have. We have a wooden club, so we would add +1 base attack. If the slime is not defeated, we then go clockwise to the next character in the party, which would be Van. We can either use lesser heal to heal, use his preparation, or we can use his basic attack. We'll select his basic attack. Again, if the monster is not defeated, it is now the monster's turn to attack. The monster will attack based on its priority, the slime being the explorer, so he will attack the explorer. After the monster makes his attack, it goes back to the explorer and a new round of combat begins. This continues until either all monsters are defeated or your party is defeated. Alright, after combat is ended, it's time to see if your party levels up. Some of the encounters within the encounter deck are worth either half of a level or a full level. Once you've accrued enough to level up, you can then update or add new skills to your heroes. Just be sure to check every 5 levels to see if you've gained an additional skill or spell slot, equipment slot, and even more health. It's time to reveal loot. The Explorer will take the top card from the loot deck and reveal it. Some nifty medium armor. So there's 2 things that can happen when you're looting. If no one needs any of the loot, the party can choose to disenchant the loot. You can represent that by putting the card face down. If you decide that you need the loot, you then figure out which player will take, in this case, the medium armor. Explorer usually has priority in choosing, if you guys do have any problems figuring out who gets loot, but hopefully you don't. Let's go over disenchanting because it's quite important. If you disenchant an item, you eventually get to level up. Once you've disenchanted 3 total items, your whole party gains a level. The only items you cannot disenchant are junk items. Alright, now that we have defeated our monster and gotten our equipment, it's time for the role of Explorer to move to the next player in the group. This is always clockwise. So Van, he's going to be our new Explorer. Let's take the top card of our deck and reveal it. This time, we got a cave in. Instead of fighting some monsters, a couple just, I don't know, unfortunately get crushed. So we're going to take the top 2 cards of our monster deck and put them in the discard. Poor skeleton and another slime. They're just gone. Once that's finished, the role of exploration goes clockwise again to the next player in the group. Leon is now our Explorer. Play like this continues, revealing events, fighting monsters, until you reach the boss encounter card. So you've encountered the boss. Let's get ready for the final battle. Players have one final chance to change any skills before encountering the boss. So if you think that you need a certain skill for the fight, be sure to switch to it. Next, we're going to pick the minions that go along with the boss. You get 1 minion per player in the game. We have 2, so we're randomly going to select 2 of our minions. I'm just going to pick these 2. Once players are ready to fight, minions are revealed. You can tell that they're the boss minions because they will have black stars at the top. Combat rules are the same as regular. Players will make their actions, then minions will make their actions, then the warlock will take his action. Play continues until either the party is defeated or you are victorious. You're not ready for the boss, you say? We have a solution for that. It's called running away. If you choose to run away, each player will roll 1d6. The result of that die will be the damage that you take from running from the boss. This damage cannot kill your character, so if you would take damage that would bring you to 0 or below, you instead will just have 1 hit point left. After running from the boss encounter card is then shuffled back into the monster deck, and you get to keep exploring until you come back to the boss and choose to either fight or run. This was just a basic tutorial telling you turn order and how to play. Any more complex situations, card interactions, are listed in our direction booklet. Hope you enjoyed watching our video on how to play Card Quest. Thank you for viewing. All the links below to our social medias will be listed, as well as a link to purchase our game Card Quest. Good luck, explorers.